So the press and the public sat in the courtroom this past Friday thinking that there would be the final step in the jury selection process, but that didn't happen. Everything was pushed until Monday, May 12th, and then as soon as the jurors are selected, it's going to be followed by opening statements. See, because two jurors had already been struck by the time we came into the courtroom on Friday. There's one potential juror who sent an email that she had issues of personal well-being, and another was eliminated because he had an active lawsuit against the city of New York. And that is information that should have been disclosed on the questionnaire. So because he lied about that, he was struck. So the 45, the number of jurors that the judge wanted, actually is now down to 43. While we were all in court, we did get to hear a little bit of discussion about opening statements, and a little bit came out about the defense strategy and how victim one would be questioned, what information could be used in that question and answer process. Victim one, we are all assuming based upon the facts that match up perfectly, that that is Cassie Ventura. So Sean Combs' lawyers, they want to show that Cassie has this propensity for violence. They want to get into previous incidents. They mentioned a couple of times in their explanation as to why they wanted to go this route that she does not sway away from confrontations. This is what they said. And all of this information would be to show that she was not coerced. And you need to check the coerced box in order to meet the sex trafficking standard and charge. The judge said that he would decide on Monday whether or not they would be able to get into that type of an argument and make those types of claims. He said, quote, strong people can be coerced just like weak people. So we won't know if this argument is going to stick, but certainly we got a little bit of a bird's eye view as to what the defense attorney's strategies would be. Their justification really is that because she was an abusive person inside of what they are calling a domestic violence relationship, they're saying that because she did act violently and always acted violently and had a propensity to becoming and being violent, that this was the way that the two interacted, Sean Combs and Cassie Ventura. So that when they were in other situations, they always expected that that would be the expectation because they had a violent relationship. So we will see if that sticks. Now, people have been talking about this, and what we know about domestic violence is that domestic violence is all about power. So it's going to be the jury that is going to decide who and who did not have the power inside of that relationship. So once again, we have not selected the jury, but we are going to be doing that and looking at that on Monday. By the end of the day, not only will 12 jurors and 6 alternates be seated, but we will also begin opening statements. Those opening statements are where we're going to get an idea as to what the roadmap is, what is the plan, who are the witnesses, what are the arguments, what's the story arc, the narrative that jurors will hear. We're going to hear all the details, and this will spell out what we will hear and what will be promised to us in the next couple of months.